All right, joining me now to speak about this is the General Secretary, League of Chief Imams and Alfaz Ikusi Sheri Koshofe Zone, Maharufuddin Olawale. It's nice to have you join me today.
Thank you, my brother.
And Eid Mubarak to you.
Thank you.
Very good. Now, at a time like this, draws our attention, especially after the holy month of Ramadan, to the realities of the need for spirituality and connection with God. Now, from the perspective of a good Muslim, how does this month, this holy month of Ramadan, how does it translate to being a better Muslim for anyone who practices it?
Very easy for every single Muslim. As long as means of Secondly, as long as he or she have the fear of Allah Almighty deep down in his heart. Number 3, in as long as he or she remembers the other person sitting beside him or her is a human being like him. So Islam teaches us to have in ourselves what we prefer for ourselves, for our brother. What I wouldn't like another person to do for me, I mustn't do it for another person. So if I expect you to give me bread and butter, I should be prepared to give you rice and vegetables at that time. So if you are able to give me that, I should make sure when it is my own turn, I do the same thing. So that is exactly what we have all gone through in the last 30 days. You see Muslims, fear and lie, in terms of materials or any other thing. When you are fasting, you don't see yourself if you are really fasting. So it will show you this is what people that doesn't have, they are going through. So for you that you have abundance, you should, and you cannot try it for this period. So you will see how it is not to have. So you'll be able to give those that doesn't have. You have their feelings with you. So now, in as long as one have the fearness of Allah deep down in him or she, there's no way the teachings, the experience of the fasting will not reflect in his or her life after this period.
All right, now this holy month of Ramadan, which everybody has fasted up until now, it's possible that some persons, due to one or two things, couldn't fast for all of the days.
Yes.
And it is required for them to pay back.
Yes, on condition.
So the point there is, in paying back, how soon must they pay back?
Okay. Very simple. First and foremost, we are owing fasting due to one condition or the other prescribed by the Sharia of Islam.
Yeah.
Today being the not fast today.
Okay.
Everybody has to be in a joyful mood, celebrate, share things all together. But starting from tomorrow, you are free to till the next Ramadan.
Okay.
You are free.
Wow.
So you can easily arrange within yourself how comfortable and
so one is not under pressure. You must do it within 2 weeks or 1 month or something.
It's not under pressure.
All right.
You just have to make sure you are formidable enough. Because you cannot, assuming you are going 6, 4, 5 days now, you cannot say, okay, let me take 2 days today. And after for a month, I think. No, you have to take the missing days consecutively.
Okay.
So you prepare yourself as long as you are able to, and you know you are comfortable enough to balance it up.
Okay.
So you have between now and the next 10, 11 months. So you can see, you just have to make sure you are owing and you are ready to pay back. That's just it.
In a situation where at least one has 10, 11 months, which is a good time for you to relax and when you're not under pressure. But if anything happens, since it's about 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 months and one forgets, what is the stand of that kind of a person spiritually?
No, you cannot forget.
Okay.
Remember when we started this discussion, I said when you have the fear of God, if you really understand the teaching of the Holy Quran, you will never forget.
Okay.
Because already you know you have missed some days, which you doesn't supposed to miss, but on condition that warranted it. Are you with me? So you yourself will know Okay, they are recording your points now. Other people fasted for 30 days. Okay, they recorded 100%. Then you fasted 24 days. Don't expect to have 100% like them. So with that, you will know on your own that so what you are missing is what is recorded for you. So you need to balance it up. And if at the end of the day, probably due to one condition or the other, maybe you fall ill or something other, or something other than that, within now, and that is why there is never an imposition specific time. Okay, say you will finish to say commence tomorrow. No. No way, no way. In as long as you understand the religion of Islam to the core, you know what Islam is, what your prayer is, what your fasting is, what the pillars of Islam is telling you, and you will understand. You won't forget. Even if you have certain conditions, it will be there deep in your mind that you are holding this thing. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows better. If at the end of the day you cannot make it, and your conditions are there between you and your Lord, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is very merciful. But from the guidelines written down, you just have to pay back. That's just it.
All right. So finally, on a day like this, how best can we celebrate today that will be acceptable yet enjoyable?
Very easy. Very easy. Now, the teachings of Islam during Ramadan is the same teaching before Ramadan.
Okay.
Also after Ramadan. So today we are celebrating. So you go to family, friends, invite friends, give them food, give them drinks, normal drinks. So, okay. Not the type of drink a visitor will take and miss his own way. So you give out goods. Then you see around you people that you yourself know are better than these people. Make them happy. Give them little things so that they will know today is for celebration.
Okay.
So it doesn't, not until you become a millionaire you be kind enough. So then you share good words, your greetings, salutations among yourself. Then you yourself you descend to a certain level where people can come closer to you. Then give them some kind of feeling and friendship manners. So that's all.
Amazing. All right, Maharufuddin Olawale, the General Secretary, League of Chief Imams and Alfaz, Ikusi Isheri Kushofez. Thank you so much for coming on the program.
Thank God. Thank you, my brother.
You.
Thank you.
Great.